Hey everybody, it's your girl KeeKee. Happy New Year. Today's the first Monday of 2022, the first full week of the new year, and I am so excited to be posting today. So it's been a while since I posted because I've been very, very busy, and I have a lot to catch you guys up on. I mean, I even wrote notes. Like, you guys know that I don't write notes. I just go off the cuff with everything. But I'm telling you, there's a lot. So I want to hop right into it. So if you follow me on social media, you know there was a big announcement. If you follow me on Facebook or on Instagram, well, actually, you know what? Time out. I want to cover this in my notes anyways. So if you follow me primarily on Instagram, I apologize. I am a awful Instagrammer. Primarily everything is on Facebook, so like 10% of it makes it to my Instagram page. So it's a lot easier to just kind of follow me Facebook. I just kind of forget that I have an Instagram, so apologies. Please accept them. Maybe I'll make it one of my resolutions for 2022 to Instagram more. But to get back to that big announcement. So, January 5th of 2021, I signed a book deal. And on New Year's Eve, KeeKee's Cape Cod Kitchen, the book, became available for purchase. Yes, I wrote a book. And I'm so excited about it, obviously, but I'm more excited to bring it to your attention and tell you about it because I've kept this like under wraps for 360 days. And like for me to keep something quiet like that, it was so hard, so difficult. Only a handful of people knew, and it's just like my dream come true to be able to tell everybody about this. So I'm wicked excited. And it's available for purchase right now. So you can, 3 major retailers. It's Amazon, iUniverse, which is my publishing company, iUniverse.com, and Barnes & Noble. You can also find it Bookfinder for You. It's Bookfinder, the number 4, letter U. That tells you everywhere in the world where my book will be sold. So, you know, it's a huge, huge accomplishment. I'm so excited to be able to do it. But, you know, beyond just having people purchase it, and, you know, this really wasn't to make money to start out. You know, I wasn't even, you know, really looking into that. I told my publishers, I don't care if I sell 1 copy, and I don't think they were happy about that, but whatever. I was just looking to help people. You know, that was my main goal when I started this. I didn't, you know, really realize how many people were affected, you know, by my food and liked my cooking until COVID really struck. When we went into lockdown, people were reaching out to me left and right, asking about my signature dishes and recipes and how do I make this and what was in that lasagna you served at your dinner party a couple years ago, and just off the wall stuff that I totally forgot all about. So I was like, I really should do something with this. You know, I want to help people anyways. So in the middle of the pandemic, I went live with a blog, Facebook page, a little bit on Instagram, YouTube channel to help people. And it kind of, you know, the blog I really didn't do much with because Facebook kind of blew up. So the blog was just kind of a thing of the past. But I wanted to make sure that I was able to teach people, help people, create some type of, you know, time-saving tips to make people's lives easier. And just that was my way of giving back. So, you know, whatever it may be, even if it's, you know, making a dinner that, you know, generally takes you an hour. You know, I have tips and techniques that I might be able to break that down for you and, you know, make it 15 minutes. So, you know, so what would you do with an extra like 45 minutes in your day? You know, would you, you know, play Barbies or G.I. Joes with your kids, help them with homework? Would you, you know, play Frisbee with your dog, have a conversation with your spouse? Would you, you know, do work from home? Would you reply to more emails or, you know, get things finished up? So, I mean, if I had 45 extra minutes, you know, what I would do with my time? Would I post on Instagram? No, who am I kidding? I'd be upstairs playing Barbies with my daughter. So, but, you know, all joking aside, you know, with 192 pages in my book, there should be something for just about everybody. And Amazon has it listed as a seafood and fish cookbook, but it's not. Like, that's just a small portion of it. There's everything from, you know, drinks, appetizers, soup, salads, meats, chicken, of course, you know, seafood. There's desserts. There's a whole piece on rice. That was one of my first, you know, videos that I came out with to help people, you know, create more time in their day. So that's, you know, I'm just so excited to be able to do this and help people. So let's see, what else do I have going on? So I want to thank everybody, first of all, because the outcrying of support that everyone has shown me and the congratulations and even the purchases that people have, made. It's incredible. So there's no words to be able to thank all of you. But I do want to mention, because I do have something else upcoming. If you purchase now via those 3 retailers, iUniverse, Amazon, or Barnes & Noble, it's generally taking about 3 to 4 weeks for books to come in, but a little bit sooner, hopefully. Now, I have a book signing. So if you order right now, you'll probably have your book in time for my book signing. It is going to be, I'm thinking it's the beginning of February, basically. So I talked to the owner of the Loft Restaurant. It's inside the Cove Resort in West Yarmouth on 28. So beginning of February is the book signing, and we're just going to narrow down the date and time. It's going to be a Sunday. So that is going to be really exciting. Everyone's invited. It's going to be a big party. I will create an event, and there'll be more to come on the exact date and time. So I'm so excited about that. And another thing, I told you there was a lot. We had a lot going on. So on Thursday, I will be featured on In My Footsteps podcast by Christopher Sutherland. He is also an author, and he has an amazing podcast, and I listen to it religiously every week. And it's about Cape Cod, Massachusetts, New England. He kind of goes down the coast with interesting, facts. He does a lot of history. He does it's really funny. He does like a top 5 list every week, and it's different, and it's hilarious. He does some nostalgia, 70s, 80s, 90s, and he interviews local business owners, different businesses on the Cape, and he has to interview me. I've known him for years. He's like, part of the family. So I will be on his podcast this Thursday, and while we were doing the interview, we also recorded a cooking show. So that's going to be coming out on his Instagram a little bit later. And what it is, like, the ones you watch with me, it's kind of just me and the camera. This is more interactive. You can actually see into the pot, see, what we're doing. So we have a lot of fun with that. So huge. Like I told you, there was, so much stuff, going on. So New Year's, let's get back into, the actual, post for today. So with all that stuff aside, New Year's is resolution time. My book can help you with, 3 or 4 resolutions if they happen to be yours. Mine are drink more water. Trying to do that. I am going to, I guess, post on Instagram more as of today. And what I want to get back to is my weekly posts on my channel, because that's when I originally started. That was it. It was like a weekly episode. But I got so busy with the book that kind of, took a back seat, and I, did a couple videos here and there. So I kind of want to get back into that. So that will be, coming, this year. So with my book and New Year's resolutions you may have, you might want to learn something new. Learn how to cook. You might want to cook at home more. Save money by cooking at home, not going out to eat so much, often, because it's, everyone loves to do it, but it can get pricey. And eating healthier. So there's not really too many health food topics in my book, but they're mostly all natural ingredients. There's no added preservatives. Sometimes I might use a can of soup in something, or something that's pre-made, but they're kind of far and few between. So June, I went to my annual doctor visit, and he said, "Oh, you lost 16 pounds in 2020. I said, I what? He's like, "Yeah, you're 16 pounds, thinner now than you were. Are you trying to lose weight?" And I was like, "No." Oh, wait. Actually, doc, I'm writing a cookbook. So everything's all natural and blah, blah, blah. So he said, "Okay, whatever you're doing, it's working." So, hey, worked for me. Everybody's different, which, may or may not work, but hey, give it a shot. Can't hurt. So everybody's different. Everybody's looking to change, something probably about themselves. So I thought it would be really fun to work on a piece, maybe for the next, couple months, on fad diets. So I have a list here of different fad diets that I found. So what I'm planning on doing is trying out some of these off the wall, like whack diet ideas, and seeing if they actually work. Now, I'm not saying do this. I am not, a doctor. I'm not medically trained. I'm only a cookbook author, so I don't know anything about medical. But I found a couple, there's like the ones that everybody has heard about. So I'm kind of gonna like bust through these, and I'm going to document what has happened, during that time frame. Some of them are weeks, some of them are shorter, some might be a little bit longer, but it'll be part of my weekly post that will also accompany a different recipe that's not generally related. So these are crazy. There is, there's the 3-day military diet. I know a lot of people have heard of that. There's the usual ones that Jenny Craig, Weight Watchers, Slim Fast, different, the well-known ones. Military diet is not that well known. Probably out of these, the most well-known. There's the grapefruit diet, cabbage soup diet. I was on that before. Cottage cheese diet, ground beef and butter. Okay, like all you eat is ground beef and butter. Like, I don't think I'll be doing that one. I don't want to try that. So I was looking at all of these, and with the way that I wanted to post, I thought that the military diet was the way to go to start out with, because that's a 3-day diet. And I have done this before in the past, and I think it worked maybe like the first time I did it. So I already started today. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I will be on this. I'll be documenting pros, cons, how I felt, if it even worked in the first place. And I will get back to you on Thursday and let you know with a new recipe as well. So this military diet has really, really weird foods. And you can find this, themilitarydiet.com is where I got some of this information here. So it is basically what they're saying is it's you kind of like break your calories down, by like a crazy amount. I think it might be like 1,200 or under. So you eat really, really weird foods. Like your lunch might be, a cup of cottage cheese and a piece of toast. Your breakfast is a slice of cheddar cheese and an apple. And when I first heard about it, it wasn't a calorie thing. I heard, and I don't know if this is true or not, but the foods that are combined together, what they did is like a chemical breakdown of your body. And it, like those foods together with the vitamins, the minerals they have in them, the amount of fat, the calories, the carbs, sugars, whatever it was in there, burned your fat. Like those foods together combined burned your fat. So I was looking at some of these ingredients and I'm like, well, they use like bananas like 4 times during this 3-day period. I'm allergic to bananas. Well, it haven't been tested, but it's not good. Like bananas are not good to me. So looking at this, like I'm like, okay, is there like a substitution? And there is. I can have kiwis instead of bananas. So you can modify this a little bit, but I'm going to do this here and I'm going to see if that is actually the case. I'm going to see if it actually works, and I will be back on Thursday. Hopefully you listen to my podcast that morning. I will be back to kind of let you know what happened, see if it worked. I mean, I'm not saying try this at home. You have to talk to your doctor, before you start any diet plan or exercise plan. But I'm going to see if it worked for me. So we have a lot of different, things going on, and I'm so excited to share my book with you. So please find me. It's KeeKee'sCapeCodKitchen.com, Amazon, iUniverse, and Barnes & Noble. So I hopefully will be seeing you soon, and hopefully you'll be at my book signing in February. Thanks, everybody. Take care.